La Universidad de las Fuerzas Armadas.
Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Albuja and today I'm going to talk to you about my experience in my pre-professional practice of the fifth level of the major in pedagogy of the language in the Universidad de las Fuerzas Armadas ESPE. So let's start with this video. First of all, I must tell you, being a professional practice is not only go to a school and start giving classes and send homework to the students. No, first I have to talk to the authorities, and in my case, I present this letter that was made from my director carrera to the director of the institution where I work, that in my case was La Unidad Educativa El Chaco, an institution ubicated in the province of Napo in the city El Chaco. Well, my institutional tutor was Miss Karen Zambrano, an excellent teacher who helped me to improve my teaching skills. I worked with 3 different courses. Every one of these courses was from different levels, but all of them was from bachelor. I have to tell you, I have some troubles with teaching to teenagers because they sometimes were bored, don't understand what I was saying. They have a lot of questions and a lot of troubles with the speaking and listening skills. So I must need to ask to help to my institutional tutor, who helped me a lot to improve my skills, giving me new strategies, new methodologies to help the students. But I first want to talk about the observation phase. During my observation phase, I have to tell you that I use this beautiful checklist, where it's a checklist environment about the classroom where I can put all the things that I could observe. Even not only about methodologies and strategies, but also about the infrastructure of the classroom. And I want to tell you that during my observation, I could be able to evidence that the classroom in all the parameters of the infrastructure were very good, excellent infrastructure. And something that I would like to recall is about the methodologies and instruments and tools that the teacher used to teach to the students. For example, I could be able to say that the teacher not only bring to the students physical materials like papers, sheet to work, or maybe some a microphone even, but I would like to talk about the digital tools that the teacher used. During the classes, she don't only use the typical and traditional material that we use to teach and in an inside environment. I mean, when we are teaching to the students, we usually work with the books, with a paper, with a notebook and a pencil, something like that, but the teacher not. She works with the digital tools, and I have to say that I noticed that all the students were digital natives, so they like a lot to play with the technology, to interact with the virtual environments and all that kind of stuff. So the teacher used that to improve the attention of the students and also help them to improve their abilities in the language. For example, I remember that one of the classes we could be able to see a movie where the teacher give the movie in obviously the sound was in English for the language acquisition, and also the subtitles where we try to make them read in English also to understand the movie, and the teacher give them some papers where they could be able to know the most important aspects of this movie. For example, the characters, the plot twist, and also the message that they have from seeing the movie. I want to talk also about one of the classes where we play games with the students. I mean, we make a complete competition with all the girls and boys. One of the groups was only for girls, other group was only for boys. And the teacher prepared a presentation in general that was one of again in gamification, and a very good methodology for students that are young, are teenagers, and sometimes they get bored in the class because they don't like only hear the teacher speaking again. So this game was very important for them to improve their skills in the English, because they could be able to come to try to make their best, to try to say, teacher, I know the answer, to try to compete with other of the classmates and helped. For example, I remember that the girls were helping each other. Also the boys, they were like, hey, the answer is like that, I think this, maybe we could say that. And all the game was in English, because the teacher said that it's very important that even if they don't have a good level in vocabulary, in speaking, or the listening, they have to try to they have to try to improve their skills by having more confidence on what they could do. Then, and finally, I would like to talk about one of the classes that for me was very important, because in this class the teacher told to the students, today we are going to make a game where you are going to interview one of your classmates and talk about an important news. For example, the teacher told them to choose an scenario, also to choose a problem, or maybe something important like a party, like a festival, like a prize, whatever they want. They could choose whatever thing that they want and start interviewing another classmate. For example, I remember they have a little microphone and they start, hello, how are you? What are you doing? What do you think? What is your name? Something very important was that the students have a lot of troubles in pronunciation. Sometimes they don't remember the vocabulary to use during this activity. But all the students try to ask the teacher, what I can do? How do you say that? And the teacher encouraged the students to talk only in English during the realization of the activity. I mean, during all the activity, the students only speak in English, only trying to speak in English. Sometimes they had troubles, use incorrect words, or maybe they have problems with the syntax in the moment of talk, but all the time they try to express themselves in English, and that was very important, because even if they have error, they could be able to improve their skills with the help of the teacher. I could say that was all my experience during this practice, but something very important that I could say is this practice helped me a lot, and I learned a lot of things to improve myself, not only as a future teacher, but also as a person. I learned how the students feel when they are sometimes frustrating, when they something get a low grade, and how they try to encourage themselves to improve and be better for the future, and be better to have a better grade, and be better not only to approve a test, but be better because they want to speak in English, they want to communicate themselves in English, to understand the other people, maybe to understand a movie, maybe to understand foreign people, but they want to learn, not only for a grade, because only for themselves too. Now I would like to talk about the instruments that I use during this pre-professional practice. One of the instruments were a questionnaire that I applied to 50 students. This questionnaire make questions like, do you think that the use of the cell phone during the learning process is important? Do you think that the cell phone interrupt during your study? Do you think that the cell phone is an excellent tool to improve your skills in English? Something like that. And also I applied an interview to the teacher, David Ceballos, who helped me with doing this interview with me, and we talk about how to improve the learning of the students, how to improve the language acquisition process in the inside environment, and also we talk about the virtual tools that we could use in virtual environment. Also, I applied, have I said before, checklists for the observation phase, and all these instruments help me to acquire new data about all this professional practice, and now I'm able to analyze them and present my results in my paper. Finally, I would like to thank to all the people that helped me in this process. For example, my academic tutor, Oswaldo Villa, who helped me a lot to teach me how I should develop all this process in the practice, how I should talk to the authorities of the institution. I would like to thank to my institutional tutor, who was the Mr. Karen Zambrano, who helped me, who have a lot of patience with me, who teach me how to improve my abilities with new methodologies, new strategies, and teach me a lot of new websites to teach to the students. I would like to thank to the students of Unidad Educativa El Chaco, who were very respectful with me, who helped me in this process and also helped me to enjoy all the experience. And all I want to say is thank you for helping with this process. Thank you for teaching me that being a teacher is not only to teach the students about knowledge, or maybe in my case to teach them English. Being a teacher being so much more. It means to help the people to understand why they will love learn a new language, to communicate with a lot of new people, and how the language can help us to make a better world. Thanks a lot for your time to see my video, and thanks for all this experience.